Welcome back to the Tea with Honey podcast. Mandi, we have some fun things to chat about today.
There was a lot that happened in the past week, I feel like.
Yeah.
Is that just
I feel
me?
like, no, but the last week for me has felt simultaneously fast, but also like an entire month.
Yes. Yes.
I was telling you earlier today, we were chatting a little bit earlier today, and I was telling you that, so last week we got the Nintendo Direct where they reviewed like games for the remainder of this year, and then some obviously that were teased in the Switch 2 Direct as well. But that was last week. And then this week we had the Switch 2 Direct, and I don't know why in my brain, like these things happened less than a week apart. I could have sworn they were at least 3 weeks apart.
It feels like the first Nintendo Direct where they focused on the games was so long ago. So long ago.
Like,
5
I
days
don't
ago.
know, where has my head been? Like, what? How has 5 days felt like 21 days for me? I have no clue, but apparently it did.
I know. I was thinking that. And you know those weeks where they just drag on and on and on, and it's Tuesday, but it feels like a Thursday, or vice versa? I'm
Totally.
having the like opposite effect where it feels like a Tuesday, but the week's almost over. And I prefer that, I think, for sure.
Totally. Oh, absolutely.
But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with time. There's just a lot happening.
Yeah.
Spring's coming, I guess. And so it's like maybe things are picking up. People are getting out of the winter blues. I don't know. I don't know what
people
it is.
Are leaving their winter hibernation. No, I agree. There's a lot going on. I definitely feel the heat of a lot going on. But I think things are starting to just cruise, and so time is just a construct at this moment for my brain,
flying by.
Because I can't keep things straight. I can't. But how was the last week for you? How was your weekend? How was your week? Fill me in.
Good. Honestly, it's been really good. As I said, spring is almost here. I can't say it's here because I'm in that weird like northern phase where it's like spring probably 45% of the time, and then the remainder of the time, I'm mentally trying to do that math in my head, and I was going to say 65%, but 55%? No. Yeah. 55% of the time, right? It feels like winter still. So like I can't get too excited about the warm weather that I'm experiencing, but
what were the numbers you just said there? Because I zoned out.
I was waiting for you to help me math, and then you didn't, and I was like,
but
oh no.
I know. I zoned out. What were your numbers?
Okay, 45% of the time, I'm getting like spring weather right now. So then that would leave 55% to be winter. Okay, thank you for validating my very simple math, but I appreciate
it. It's the simplest of math like that though that trips you up. Like sometimes it's those simple things. You want to know what it is though? It's those fives you threw in there.
Because, I know, I should have done 40-60.
I know that like 60-40 is 100. I know that 70-30 is 100. But when you throw those fives in there, it's like doable. Like you figure it out. But it takes just a little bit of extra energy that like most of the time my brain does not have.
You really left me hanging there too. I was like,
no,
help.
I know. It was my fault. I zoned out.
Okay, well, moral of the story.
Not that your math isn't so interesting, but I zoned out.
Sorry for boring you 2 minutes into this. Anyways, most of the time I'm experiencing winter still. However, this weekend I had like the perfect spring morning where on Sunday I woke up, it was warm, it was sunny, and so I got my daughter into her stroller and we all walked to a coffee shop and had coffee and donuts outside. And the coffee shop is close to a florist, and the owner of the flower shop like came out and saw us enjoying coffee and donuts, and she asked if my daughter wanted some flowers, and so she just took my little daughter inside. I was like, okay, sure. And she made her a little bouquet, had my daughter pick out the flowers she wanted, and we just walked around and enjoyed a slow morning outside, and it has felt like forever since we've done that. And so it was just a really, really nice start to the day, you know?
Good. I'm so glad you're getting to experience that.
Yeah.
Like, I am so grateful that I live where I live and I have had that
Yes.
like nice weather for the past, what feels like a month, almost
Mhm.
more. And
I
so I'm
know.
so grateful. But like you're getting, I mean, and not that the weather has been great for you recently, but like, um, I'm so grateful that I have had that for like as
Yeah.
long as I have. So that I completely understand where it
Mhm.
feels like you can breathe.
It's just great, and being a stay-at-home mom, I'm out of ideas. Like, I'm out of ideas on what to do to keep my daughter busy every single day of the week. There's only, like, so many times I can get her to sit and paint or color in a coloring book or do all these activities, and I try so hard to come up with creative ideas, and it's been, like, 6, 7 months of cold weather, and I don't know that I can go to Chuck E. Cheese one more time or, like, go chase her through the mall, you know? So, being able to get out and just walk has been incredible. We actually did that a lot today. We walked to our post office, and then we went back to the coffee shop, and then we went to a park, and so we were out of the house for, like, 4 hours simply walking around, visiting a bunch of spots, and it was great. It was wonderful for me. It tired her out, and she got to play with other kids that we passed, and I just feel like warm weather is good for the soul, you know?
Totally. I see when I go on these walks, like there's this park that I walk by all the time, and there's always, I kid you not, dozens and dozens and dozens of kids playing on this at this like
Yes.
playground. And there's like a bunch of parents that are either just like hovering, like standing around, or like sitting at the picnic tables nearby, just
Yep.
like chatting while their kids play. And it's been like, I mean, it's popping. So I
Mhm.
don't have kids, can't relate, but it looks like a good place to say, hey, go.
It is. It is. I'm not at the point yet where I can say, like, "Go play," and I'll sit here. It's very much so like, "Mama, push me on a swing. Mama, come on, let's go down this slide." And so it's actually quite funny because it's one of those parks where, you know, those structures where they're like 10 feet off the ground and you can like run under them. I'm in the phase where I have to like duck and run under the whole thing to like chase her across the bridges. And like,
Hmm.
I don't go on the thing every single time. I'm a little big for it, but running under it, I'm like trying not to hit my head. So my back's hurting because I'm on a 90-degree angle, bent over, trying to run through this playground, chasing her. And she's trying to like jump down a 10-foot fire pole and climb all those like bridges that are just basically metal bars.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure she's like okay for now. And there's a lot of big kids who kind of don't look
A little
out for
more
the little
aggressive.
ones.
Yeah.
Right. But it is great. It's wonderful. It's
I
nice
bet.
to be outside. So I
Yes.
can't complain.
I bet. Okay, can I ask something? Do you
Yeah.
remember, and I don't know if it was like this for you growing up because you grew up in a much bigger city than I did,
Mhm.
but we had these parks when I was growing up that were all wood.
Yep.
Did you know what I'm talking about? Like
Like
everything was
castles,
wood.
right?
They
They
were
were
like
like little
wooden
peaks.
castles. Yes.
Yes.
And I miss those. I miss
Yes.
those so much. Like
Yep.
I'm the modern, like metallic, just like weird modern parks. Sure, I'm sure they're like cleaner and I'm sure they're more like whatever. But those like wooden, they had the peaks,
Yes.
they had the
Yep.
wood chips on the ground,
Yep.
playing and in like balance beam sort of things where like
Yep.
we would play don't touch the ground and you had to like run around the entire thing and not
Yep.
touch the ground. And it was just so much fun. I miss those.
Those were the best. And what I liked about those were that they had like structure to them. So these ones, you go up a ladder and then you're like 10 feet off the ground and there's nothing underneath. But the wood ones, I feel like they had little rooms and stairs and all
Oh,
these small
totally.
compartments that like
Yes.
only kids could fit through. Super claustrophobic thinking about it right now, but those were amazing. There was one by my soccer field that I always played at, and those were the best by
Those were the
far.
best. Yeah.
Mhm.
They had
This
like
one is
little
not
like
that.
the little wooden rooms that like it
Yes.
wasn't, yeah, you'd like go up, but there was always like a
Mhm.
room beneath you.
Yep, and it was
Yeah.
always these, like, really small corridors in there, and you're running around chasing people through them.
Mhm.
Yeah, those ones were great. The one that I played at as a kid is still standing and it's still there. It's by the same soccer field. So I feel like I should drive by and see how it's holding up and see what it's all about. But those were great. The one that we have is like, it's not a new one. It's kind of in between the two. So it's like a little rundown metal one, you know, but it's
Okay.
huge.
Okay.
It's huge and it has massive slides. She loves it. It works. It's great.
Good. Yeah, the one
But
that I walk by all the time, it's so modern and it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's just like it's metal and it's
right.
like there's no whimsy to it.
We need some character. I wish it would
Yeah.
bring wood back. Like, I think wood should, I don't know where I'm going with this. I just think like in homes,
Yeah.
if you just look around at houses and like old architecture, the wood details from like, I'm not talking like hundreds of years ago, even in like the 70s, the 50s, the details that they put into houses were so beautiful and I miss it so much. I feel like we need to bring that all back. And I feel like people do, but more,
Yeah.
you
The
know?
whole time you were like describing this and talking about it, I was thinking of putting your face on like a political sign that just says bring wood back.
Bring back the wood. What?
Like
Bring
your
it
face
back.
on just like a yard sign that says more wood.
Mandy for president. Actually, no. Bring back the wood.
Bring back the
Oh.
wood.
But like,
No, I
is
don't
that
disagree. That's where my brain was the entire time you were describing like architecture and like details in homes. But I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
I just don't know where the wood comes from. I know where wood comes from, okay? But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is like, but think about it. That takes a lot of trees. Where do
It
those
does.
trees come from? Is that like bad for the environment to work with wood? I don't know. I guess that's a question for another day, but
It's probably I'm not good at like nature stuff, but I would assume that that's better for the planet, like trees and then replanting trees
yeah,
like I don't know. I would assume that's better because trees add something to society in
right.
terms of like oxygen and stuff,
Right.
but trees add something to society. I sound so dumb. But you know
Like,
what I
yeah,
mean? Like
that's great. That's really good.
oxygen and stuff. Yeah. but like the factories that produce metal, all they do is put out pollution. You
Yeah,
know?
bring back the wood. Come on, we're on
Bring back the
something
wood.
here.
Yeah.
Jeez. I
I'm not saying cut down national forests or anything.
no,
But
plant
like
trees.
but like plant trees, yeah.
I mean, wood is a natural element. Ooh. It's a
We
natural
should
resource.
not.
We're stopping this conversation. Anyways, so
We can't do math.
we can't
Trees-
do math.
Trees add a lot to society.
So we are really doing good for ourselves today.
Uh,
We're so smart.
it's been a long week.
Oh my gosh. I was outside for majority of today and I feel like fresh air just wrecks your brain. So like my brain power
it makes
is
you
low.
tired.
It
No,
does.
totally.
I'm fighting a little bit right now to stay awake. Can I tell you though, on a totally different note, something tragic that happened this weekend? This
I
is a
would
tragedy.
Love that. Yeah.
Do you remember I think I did at least. I bought those glass like coffee cups that are Taylor Swift and they have all the different like album things all over it.
Uh-huh.
Love that cup. It's my favorite for like an iced latte next to my sweet like honey cup from
Yep.
you.
Mhm.
And I use that cup every day. I came home later Sunday after like I ran to the store and my husband looks at me and goes,
Oh no.
I broke something. And I was like, uh-oh, what? And he goes, I may have shattered your Taylor Swift cup.
Ugh.
And I was like, oh no. And I didn't react. I was just like, how? What happened? And he was like, well, I was putting dishes in the sink and one of them that was just a little bit sturdier may have clinked on top of the glass and shattered the whole thing. And I was like, in my head, I told myself, oh my gosh, he was doing the dishes.
That's what I was going to say. The self-control, but then also like he was moving dishes to the sink. So like, that's good.
I was like, wait, he was doing the dishes. He doesn't do the dishes. He doesn't even put dishes in the sink. This is kind of okay. This is okay. And I was like, that's all right. but the dishes are done. So whatever, it's fine. I was like, I can't buy it again. The store that I bought it at is closed now. But thank you for telling me. And he was like, oh, I wasn't doing the dishes. I put one thing in there and it shattered it. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Then you're like, no
I was
self-control.
like, get out. I never want to see you again. But yeah, so he broke my glass. I was not mad about it. I was mad about it, but I held it in, thinking he did the dishes. He did not do the dishes. I then did the dishes.
Ugh.
But
I do still have my cup. I will say it, I feel like some of the graphics are starting to peel off.
yes,
a little
mine was
bit.
doing the same thing. And I never dishwashed it. Like that was a hand wash only.
Yeah, same.
And it's peeling. So you
Yeah.
know what? It was fine. I wasn't mad. It was just
I guarantee
comical.
you can find those. I guarantee they sell them on Etsy.
I hope so. I should find
I
it.
would.
I should
I
look.
would like. Yeah, I would just look up like Taylor Swift, like glass,
Glass
like glass. That's it.
coffee.
Yeah.
It's not even a mug. It's just
No,
a
it's one of
glass.
those like. Yeah, yeah, like the Sweet Like Honey glass.
Yeah. But that was really sad. And then what else happened this weekend? I think that was it. The only
Yeah.
other thing that I needed to run by you, because I feel like you're going to be really mad at me.
Oh God.
You remember, this might have been like 2020, 2021, when
Okay.
everyone got into organization. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking like The Home Edit.
Yeah.
That was the show on Netflix, I think.
I have no clue. I didn't watch
Okay.
it.
That was a big deal for me. Like the Container Store became a thing, and Marie Kondo.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
Uh-huh.
So she was the one who basically
Does it spark joy?
correct.
Yeah.
Does it spark joy? And I've been doing some thinking, and I've been asking myself said question: does this spark joy for me, or should I get rid of it?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm going to make some Marie Kondo decisions in my life right now. And I am
In term like physical things, or are we going? Are we going
I'm
like?
going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you. I think I am Marie Kondoing Duolingo.
That's okay. I thought it was going to be
Marie
worse.
Okay, I'm not done.
Oh.
Finch. I'm saying goodbye to my bird.
Okay.
It's just annoying at this point.
Okay.
And this one might hit home a little bit, but I think I am Marie Kondoing Marjorie, our sourdough starter. I think she does not spark joy.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
These are all your decisions.
Listen.
You want to know the one that I was sitting here thinking that I was like, please don't say it. Please
Oh,
don't say
no.
it. Please
What?
don't say it. Dreamlight Valley. I was really hoping you weren't going to say
Uninstall the
Dreamlight
game.
Valley.
No. No.
Okay, listen, those are all things, I'll be so honest, that like annoy me on a day-to-day basis.
Yes.
Too. Like I'm like, shoot, I don't want to do my Duolingo. Shoot, I haven't opened my
Right.
Finch. Oh, I haven't fed the sourdough starter. This sourdough starter, I'm not giving up Duolingo because I'm on like,
You
God,
can't.
no, I simply cannot. But like my cheap, I'm lucky to have you, cheap. Like my Finch has a
Right.
notification right now because I don't think I've opened it yet today. Thoughtful Thursday. Like it's almost 8 p.m. and I'm just now opening this app for the first time. So like it's something that feels like a chore and that like
Right.
brings me, it doesn't even feel like a chore because I only have to do it a little bit, but it gives me a little bit of stress. Like, did I
Yes.
do it? Oh,
Yes.
I don't know. And it's like, I don't need that much. I don't need that stress.
Right.
However, so Finch is one thing. I can't give up Duolingo. 747-day streak.
No, you're not allowed
Like I
to.
can't give that up.
Right.
Also, I would like to say I'm also doing a language that I've studied before.
Yeah.
So I have it's a little bit easier for me. And it's in like the regular alphabet. I say regular alphabet.
Fair.
It's in the same alphabet that English is in, whatever that's called. So I think I have a little bit of it's a little different.
It's
Okay. And then
It's a
also
chore.
the other thing, Marjorie, I think that is the hardest hit for me
yeah.
in terms of
knew
what
it
you're
would be.
giving up. But I know that like a couple months down the road, you're going to be like, can I have some sourdough starter? And you're going to like ask me for more. Yeah.
I know.
Which is
There's,
fine.
like-
I'll give it to you. But I guarantee, like, if I didn't have it, I feel like you wouldn't be giving it up. Like, if mine
You
was
don't think-
dead,
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I feel like you would feel more pressured to keep it going, whereas like you have me to fall back on.
So now the responsibility to keep this starter alive is it's all on you because
Well,
don't
listen,
rely on me.
I've treated it a lot more nicely than you have. But
Yeah, I can't.
I also would like to say I think you overdo how much you have to like put into it. Like
I
I genuinely,
do.
I don't measure it every day. I don't swap different jars every day. I literally swap it into a new jar like maybe once a week.
Yeah.
And what I do is I scoop like 2 forkfuls of flour in there.
Mm-hmm.
I put it under the sink, give it a splash of water and stir it up. I don't
Oh my
measure.
gosh.
I don't move it to different jars. Like I let that jar just like vibe
Get
for like
crusty.
basically a whole week. No, it doesn't
Okay.
even like it doesn't rise to the top.
So mine overflows a lot
How
because
much do you put in there to start?
I do like the 1-to-1-to-1 ratio, and
Right.
I don't allow myself to have more than like 100 grams of starter at a time. And so I discard it, but every time you pour out the discard, it gets crusty around the rim. And I've shattered so many jar
Oh,
tops. You know what I mean? And it's too
shattered.
much. Like, because it's crusty. So then I get a knife to like crack it off. And then the lid starts
Oh.
like popping off. And then it shatters on my granite counter.
Oh no,
You
I've never
know,
done that. See,
I've done that a
okay,
few times.
I do it so much more I do it so differently. So what I do is when I make it,
Uh huh.
when I like start it fresh, I put 100 grams of starter, 100 grams of water, 100 grams of flour.
Yep.
And that fills up like I don't know, a fifth of the jar. Like
I think
it's
you have a
not a
bigger jar
lot.
than me.
You
I
think?
use like a pretty, my jar is like not that big. Because if I do
Oh.
100, it goes up about like 2/3 of the way for me.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, my jars might be bigger. I have like those Weck tulip jars is what they're called.
That's what I use, but I think I use a small one.
Okay. So I have like the Weck tulip jars. I think mine are like a liter maybe.
Okay.
But I have that and I do 100, 100, 100. So 100 grams of starter, 100
Yep.
grams of flour, 100 grams of water.
Right.
And then I stir it up and it literally like mine takes up maybe a fifth of the jar. And then throughout the course of that week, I'll chuck like 2 scoops of flour in, two like
Ugh.
little spoonfuls of flour and a splash of water and stir it up. And I call it for the day. And then I usually don't feed it for another 2 or 3 days. And then I'm
Mhm.
like, it could use some flour. And a couple days later, I chuck some more flour in. So like I take it a lot less seriously than you
True.
do. And I think that has been helpful for my like tenacity to maintain.
Yes. So it sat in my refrigerator for months and I
Yes.
just dumped out all the gray stuff and now it's just sitting on my counter rotting and I make it very easy. It's sitting right next to my sink. The flour is in a jar right next to my sink, sitting right next to the starter. So it's like it's very simple and right there, but I could not be bothered to do it. So I'm just watching it like beg me for flour and beg me to feed it and it's just smelling worse and worse every single day and I just feel like it's time to dump it.
That's okay.
I don't make bread and when I do I eat the whole loaf. No one else touches it or it gets like rock solid after a couple of days and then I throw it away. I'm like that took me 24 hours to make. That
You
was
were
a
doing
lot
a
of
lot
work.
of stuff with like the discard. You were doing like biscuits and pancakes and
Yes.
like a ton of stuff with the discard too. Listen, all this to say, I'm not going to try to persuade you not to do
Thank
it because
you.
if it's going to take if it's going to take a load off in terms of like stress, do it. That's totally fine. And you have me to fall
Wow.
back on if in a couple months you decide you need it.
Oh my goodness, this went over so much better than I thought it was going to.
I mean,
I'm
what did
so
you
happy.
think I was going to
I
do?
thought you were saying, you can't do that. It's a legacy.
It
or
is a
something.
legacy from
It is,
some
but-
lady on Facebook.
Well, you bought it from her and then I took it from you. So
Correct.
I don't know what kind of legacy that is, but I can always just redo the cycle if I
the
need
lineage,
to.
yeah.
Yes, I won't. I will not throw away all this stuff. I won't throw away the Banneton basket and all of those things.
Yeah,
However,
no, keep that stuff.
Marge is going into the disposal tonight.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm
Okay.
done. Thank you. Do you want my extra bread flour? Because I think I have like 4 bags of it now.
Yeah,
can bring it to
actually,
you.
I do.
I'll bring it to you. But anyways, that was a long-winded summary of my past few days. It's been good. Have you
Good.
been? How have you been, Teddy?
I'm good. I'm good. I had a really cute little dim sum date with Mr. Teddy
Ooh.
last weekend. It was so good.
So
Um,
before you tell me more about that, dim sum means like small plates, like
correct.
appetizers, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me more about it.
Yeah, so we went to this place. It's really really cute. I wonder
Okay.
if I know you're coming this weekend. So
Yep.
like I wonder if I could convince Mr. Teddy to go back or you and I
Yes.
could just go. But I think he'd want to go. I know we just went this
Yes.
past weekend, but it was so good. Um but it had just so many small plates and he was really really hungry, so I think he was kind of like skeptical going into it, but it's this new place. It opened within the past like year, I think year
Uh-huh.
and a half, and it's owned by a girl who's probably about our age, and her mom is Chinese, and all of these recipes are from like her mom and her grandma,
Ooh.
and so they are so good. And so there was like green beans. Have you seen people eating at Din Tai Fung? Have you seen any of that on like TikTok?
What?
Okay,
Is that a restaurant?
yeah, there's a restaurant. It's like a really popular restaurant chain called Din Tai Fung.
Din
Um,
Tai Fung.
and
Okay.
so it's like, think like a nicer, more expensive, probably maybe a little bit more authentic, like PF Chang's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yum.
but they have them, I think, mostly in like big cities. Like I know there's a couple in LA, maybe. I think maybe
Mm-hmm.
New York, but so you don't have no clue what that is, so I'm not going to reference that.
No.
But she had these like incredible green beans and this
Ooh.
like crab rangoon dip and
Yum.
um oh, what were some of the other things? Like dumplings and gyoza, and just everything was so good. Like
Yum.
we ordered probably a total of like 14 different little appetizers. It
Oh
was
my gosh.
wild. Like we couldn't stop. Everything was so incredible. Um
I want to go.
so that it was absolutely incredible. We sat at like the bar, and the two waitresses, the two like bartenders, they were like serving us. They were working the bar.
Yeah.
Were incredible. So nice. Like the best service. We had such a good time.
Oh.
So we had a really cute little dim sum date, and we both looked at each other and were like, how have we not been here yet? It's only been open for like a year, but we were like, this is 1,000% on like our revisit list because it was so good.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
like a cute date idea. Dim sum.
Yeah. Yeah. It
I
was
like the
it
sound
was
of that.
so good. That was really it. That was like my
Yeah.
weekend. Our fence got rebuilt. Mr. Teddy rebuilt our fence this past weekend.
Oh, yay.
That was broken during the hurricane last
Mm-hmm.
fall. So the fence is finally fixed. It doesn't match because the wood is new and the other wood is not new. So it looks a little wonky, but it's functional and it's there.
And it's
And
wood.
he did a really good job at like matching the style. It's like the exact same,
Plank.
planks. So
Yep.
it matches perfectly. It just isn't the same color, unfortunately, because the
Well,
wood
you could
hasn't
stain
weathered
it,
the
right?
same. We could stain it.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the wood hasn't weathered, so I think what we would have to do is like power wash the entire fence and then
Mhm.
stain it all. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
More work.
I think that's really it. I got my last, I guess, couple days of being able to take a deep breaths before this wild week ahead. So
Before chaos.
before chaos. And I'm overwhelmed and I'm excited, but
Mhm.
I'm just overwhelmed because I have a lot going on. And I'm excited for Kelsey Ballerini. I'm
Uh-huh.
excited to go to the Masters this Wednesday.
Mhm.
And then I have a work trip, which I can't say I'm like thrilled for,
Right.
but I have a 3-day work trip after that, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week. So it's just an absolutely wild week. And leading into this wild week, I have a lot on my to-do list. I
Yep.
have a massive to-do list of an outfit for Kelsey Ballerini, an outfit for the Masters,
Yep.
getting packed for my work trip, working on my speech, working on my presentation,
Mhm.
figuring out what I have to wear for that work trip, and I have phone calls to make. And so there's a lot to do. And I
Mhm.
think that I'm paralyzed by that long list.
Totally. It's like, where do you begin? How do you prioritize? And I think that's like the way I try to go whenever I feel overwhelmed by a to-do list. It's like, what is most important? What should I
I get
focus
that.
on?
That's what I should do. And I know that's like
Mhm.
the healthy thing to do. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't just like feel paralyzed. Like
Totally.
I don't know if that's a part of like me having ADHD, but like uh, long to-do lists,
Mm-hmm.
just no.
Stress you
Not
out.
only, yeah, like it's the ADHD in me, I think, but it's also the fact that I've been my entire life like a wild procrastinator.
Yep.
So it just, I'm so overwhelmed. And so I'm just paralyzed with, I need to get this done. And I always
Yep.
do. I always manage to. I get it done. Like, it's not like I'm not going to get it done.
Right.
I might not be wearing the cutest outfit for Kelsey Ballerini. I might not have
cares?
like the most perfect outfit picked out for the Masters. I might forget something and have to go buy a new toothbrush at CVS if I forget to take it on my work trip. But like, I'll be fine. I'll survive.
100%.
So I always manage, but that's not, I think, to take away from just the overwhelm I feel
Yeah.
leading into it.
Totally. And I think that's normal. It's a lot of fun things, but I get how that would be like, okay, do I have everything ready for this day? It doesn't help that they're back to back to back.
Back to back to back. And then trying to like stream all those
Right.
days. Like
Right.
you're coming in Saturday and then I'm streaming Monday. I'm
Yep.
streaming Tuesday.
Yep.
Tuesday morning, you're probably going to have to go pick my mother-in-law from the airport
Yep.
while I'm streaming. And then we get off of stream, go to Kelsey Ballerini.
Yep.
Go to bed. The next morning, I wake up probably like 5 a.m. after the concert,
Mm-hmm.
going to the Masters all day, waking up Thursday morning, streaming, getting off of stream immediately, heading to the airport and being gone for 3 days. So
It's a lot.
it's a lot. And so, yeah.
It's going to be a week,
Yeah.
but the beauty of it is maybe focus on like the work side of stuff or things that only you can do. Like the only things that you can complete, because again, like I can grocery shop for you. I can clean your house. I can take a load off and, do whatever it is that you don't have the energy for.
Yeah. I'm not a good delegator. I never have been. And I think that's especially, I'm like not a good delegator. So I think, and I don't think you necessarily are either, but we're not talking about you right now. But like, I think
this isn't about you.
This isn't about you. No, I just think like you are great at being helpful. Like if you're asked to do something, you'll absolutely do it.
Mm-hmm.
I am not good at asking for help. I'm not
Fair.
good at delegating, which I think is normal. I think a lot of people struggle with that.
I think what I am also good at that could come in handy is if we wake up on like Sunday and you have written down what to do, I can force us to do said things, because I feel like I'm good at getting us up and moving sometimes, or like I'm good at getting things going.
Totally. Where I am like, oh, it's Sunday. I'm just sitting on the couch. I don't want to get up. I don't want to go up. Yeah, I'm terrible at that.
And I can say, get your booty off the couch. We're going to go to Starbucks and then we're going to go get all this stuff done. And and
maybe I just need to start taking the medicine I'm prescribed.
You probably should do that.
That might be
too.
a good idea.
That might help. And then who knows? You could get everything done in like a couple hours and then you have time to relax after. It could be a beautiful thing. So either way, I'm there to help. I know how when you get overwhelmed, it can feel debilitating and like you absolutely can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But lean on your people. You'll have me there. You'll have Mr. Teddy there. And we'll get you through the week. It's all fun things too. I mean, except for the work trip, maybe. But everything else, it's like you're going to have a great time. And I feel like sometimes when I'm exhausted, I have more energy than when I'm well rested and well prepared. I don't know if that's just me.
No, I get that way too. It's like when you're comfortable, it's harder to get going.
Right.
But like if I'm not comfortable, it's like, okay, I'm up and at 'em,
Right. There's like, if the days that I sleep really poorly, I'm like, this is going to be a terrible day. It turns out to be a great day. If I'm well rested, I'm
you have like a full 8 hours of sleep. Yeah, it's hard to get going. No, I feel the same way. Like the mornings, like Friday mornings, I typically don't stream. And so I get to sleep in a little bit. And for me, that means 8 o'clock. Like I
Right.
wake up at 8 o'clock, which is an hour and a half longer than I usually sleep. But then I usually don't get moving until like 10.
Right.
Like I
And to
get
me,
up,
like,
but then I'm like scrolling and then I'm making breakfast and then I'm sitting
mm-hmm.
around. And it's like the days that I have less sleep, but like know I have to get up and go in, I'm more productive.
Right. I totally agree. And I don't know if this is just a me thing, but if I'm at home and I haven't started doing something and I see that it's like 11 a.m. or noon, in my mind, the day is basically done. It's essentially dinner time at that
Yeah.
point. I'm like, no, my day's over. I wasted
Yep.
the whole morning. I, if I have a full day to myself, like I want to be up, moving and out of the house by like 8 a.m. because otherwise I feel like I'm wasting time.
Yeah.
So I don't
I
know.
think 8 a.m. is a bit of a stretch. I think for me it would be like 9 or 10, but I feel you.
I've always been a morning person, always my whole life. I've never been like a nighttime thriver. So I'd prefer to get up and get moving, but like I'm not gonna set an alarm right now. So for me, it's like whenever I get up, I just want to be up and at 'em, you know?
Yeah.
Early bird gets
Yeah.
a worm a little bit.
Listen, I feel that. I mean, that's why I choose to stream in the mornings because I
Yeah.
feel like I'm just much more like productive in myself and
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
enjoy that time.
Mm-hmm. I'm like more
But yeah.
quiet at night, I feel like,
Yeah, me
typically.
too. Me too. I'm like worn out from the day. And I know that a lot of people aren't like that. Like
Right.
mornings they're more reserved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not like that.
No, same. But I think that could be a beautiful thing. Maybe Sunday morning turns into like a productive Sunday morning for you. And then that's like your Sunday reset, getting into a good week ahead of fun things, busy, but fun things.
I hope so.
Who
I
knows?
hope so. So
We'll
anyway, that's
see.
it. That was my weekend. That's my stress. There's
Well,
my
that's
therapy for the
fun.
week.
That's okay. You know what? I'm glad we talked about it and I'm glad you brought it up because you know what? This is essentially a way of you asking for help, I feel like. In an indirect way, I feel like I'm taking it as a you asking me for help. And I'm here to
Okay.
help you.
Well, let's see if I delegate any tasks.
I will delegate myself. Don't you worry. I will delegate and I will ask.
Okay.
I will ask where I can be of assistance. So let me give you an update real quick. I finished a show. I finished a show that
Oh,
you had recommended to me. I finally finished
younger?
Younger. Thank you. I forgot what it was called for a second. I was like, what show did I just finish?
Did you? I haven't even finished it.
I finished it. And I will say, so there's 7 seasons.
Yeah, it's a long
I thought
show.
there was like 3. There's
Yeah.
7.
I thought there
And
were 3 when I first started too.
that's what you told me. And so I was like, oh, there's
Yeah.
3. I'm almost done. But every season has like 20 some episodes.
Mm-hmm. They're just
And
short.
it went on and on and on. This show dragged on. It's
Did it?
great. I'll tell you what, it's a wonderful background show. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. But it got repetitive. It got like, there's no spoilers in what I'm saying. It just became very cyclical. You saw the same things happen over and over again. But it was good. And it's done. And now I'm sad that it's over, even though I kind of wanted it to be over.
You were like waiting for it to be over. You're like, oh my
Yes.
gosh, this is taking too long. But
And then it
now
was
you're
over.
like, shoot. Yeah.
Right. So
I
I
know
don't
that
know what
feeling.
to do now. That was like when I would turn on my sewing machine, that's what I would watch. I would just have it on. I don't even think I like watched it. I just listened to the show
Totally.
more often than not.
Mhm.
But it was good. Like I will say it's a show where I feel like you could watch the last episode and know what happened throughout the whole show and get a really good synopsis and
Yeah.
be done. Like you could watch a first episode and then the last episode and you would be totally caught up, you know, and you'd be okay. So I don't know. I'm kind of bummed. It's over, but
On to the next, I suppose.
I know, but what's next?
I couldn't tell you.
I can't figure it out. I know that so the show You, season 4, is it?
Uh-huh.
That's coming out maybe in a couple of
soon.
weeks.
Yeah, I see on Netflix that it says coming soon.
I
When you,
think
like,
it's
cover over it.
either it's April or May. And
Okay.
I can't wait for that, but that's not like a background show. That is I have to pay attention.
Totally.
That's a
Mhm.
great show.
It's not like a sitcom. You just need like a
No.
sitcom. Yeah.
I really like Curb Your Enthusiasm, so I feel like that could be a
Yeah.
really good background show. But like, I kind of want something new with some form of plot where I can like kind of follow along and have new characters to like. Oh, you know what? There's a show, I think it's called The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should try that. I've heard that's kind of
You could
good.
try that. I've heard good things too. I think it's like there's only like 2 seasons though, so you're not
Oh, dang
gonna.
it.
It's
No, I
not
need
gonna
like
like.
a long one.
Yeah, it's not gonna fill a lot of your time.
That'll be my homework for this week. Maybe I'll start looking into like a good background show.
Yeah.
Um,
And hey, if anyone listening has any good recommendations,
Please
put them
send.
in the comments to the podcast or in the Discord or something.
Yes, just let us know because
Because
we
that's where
need
I got the
something.
younger recommendation was from
Really?
the community. Yeah. It wasn't something
It's
I just
good.
decided to watch. Like the community told me, hey, you would really like this. So
It was good. Really, seriously, it was. I had a little bit of like a show hangover after and kind of wallowed for a day. And now I'm just trying to figure out what I need to watch. But again, it can't be something intense. It can't be something that I need to pay attention to. And I
yeah.
feel like that's hard to find. So
No, I think so too. I think so too. Like you don't like Friends, but like Friends is another thing like that for me where I can have it on in the background because it's like that sitcom. It's like 20-minute episodes. They're like super quick. There's a million episodes. So like Friends is that for me, but it's that
Right.
same type of like style where it's a sitcom. It's like a so we need to
it's so the problem is the studio audience. I hate
Oh yeah.
when there's studio audience laughter and Friends.
Yeah.
I tried the first episode and it's like ha ha ha, ha. And then they say what, and then everyone goes ha ha ha, and I'm like, stop laughing. Just
Yeah.
let them speak and stop laughing. Get the audience out of here.
I get that.
And
I get that
I
completely.
could not watch more than one episode.
I think that's I think that is a very common reason why people don't like Friends. Like I think for the people who don't like it, I think that's probably a huge part of it.
It was my mom's favorite show, and I cannot get past one, like even a couple of minutes into the first episode. I know it's a great show. Like there's a reason why. I feel like it's a classic at this point.
It's a
right?
classic. I love it. I just got used to it. I feel like it's something you get used to. Personally, I think I do. I don't even hear it anymore. I don't hear it at all. Not
It's all
telling
I
you to
hear.
go listen, but I get it.
It's like I mean I'm
I
really
wish there
really
was like
picky
a
with
way you could.
noises.
I wish there was a way you could like turn it off.
And they could just like pause it, like mute.
Like yeah, you know, like captions, how you can turn like closed captions on and off.
Yes.
Like I wish there was a way to like turn studio audience on and off.
That would be an interesting thing. I need to Google that. I'm gonna look that up and see if that's an option.
I don't think it is, but Hollywood needs to contact me because I'm coming up
They
with
should.
banger ideas.
That's a really good idea because I'm telling you, it will turn me off to a show completely if there's too much laughter or like the whatever it is, the noises that they make.
I was just thinking about like another like I was trying to think of other sitcoms that were like wildly successful like that. Like Big Bang Theory was one.
Yeah.
But I feel like Big Bang Theory might also have a studio audience. I don't know, but I feel like they may.
I watched that show a little bit actually in high school, and I didn't mind that show, so I could do that. But I think I need something like I enjoyed Younger because Hilary Duff was in it, one, but two, it was like following young people, and I don't know why I liked it, to be honest with you. I really don't. It was just good. It was like I don't know, what do you call it, a comedy? It was like a romantic comedy.
Have you watched New Girl?
Yes, I loved New Girl.
Okay,
I love New
Girl.
Girl.
Would be good if you hadn't seen it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll start Googling this. I'll figure it out. I'll find something new. But I finished it, and I'm proud.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I thought I need to get back into it too.
You should, so we can talk about it, please.
Can I tell you what I started watching this week that I'm super duper excited about?
Yeah.
Love on the Spectrum is back.
It's back.
It's my favorite show. Like it is the most wholesome.
It is.
I cannot watch that show without smiling ear to ear. Like I am so heavily invested in these people. I was going to say characters, but like it's a reality show. Like it's their real lives. Like I am so invested in these people, and I just am so happy. I am so happy. Yeah. Tanner is one of my favorite people on the entire planet. Like Tanner and Connor, and they introduced Madison,
Okay.
who is new to the show, and I think she's absolutely precious.
Mhm.
So I'm really, really loving the new characters. I need to stop saying that, but I'm loving the new introduction, and I'm just so
Mhm.
happy. I love the new season. So I've watched that.
Gotta
We
watch
watched
that.
one episode while we were eating dinner tonight, and then we watched
Okay.
2 episodes last night. We're trying to like pace ourselves because it's
I
like
wanna
our favorite
watch it.
show.
It's it's a really good it just makes you feel good, and what I really love about it is every individual on the show, they're so authentically themselves, and so
Mm-hmm.
it's really, refreshing to watch them just, like, be who they are and get to know people, and, like, if they
And
don't
I think
like one another, they're okay they're like, "You know what? We're not a match,"
they're
you
like,
know?
I just want to be friends. This
Yeah,
was a really fun date, but I just want to be friends. Or
right.
like, and I think they all do such a like a great job at staying positive. Like dating can be
Yes.
hard. Like dating and
Yeah.
like going on a date and being like, dang, that wasn't it. Like it can be hard to like get back on the saddle, but I feel like
Mhm.
every one of them like they stay so positive, and I
They
think
do.
it's so heartwarming, and I just
Absolutely. Or
so
if, like,
sweet.
someone tells them, like, "This isn't a match, like, I just don't wanna move forward with this," they're like, "You know what? Yeah, that hurt, but, like, that's alright. We're
That's
gonna
all
move
right.
on.
Yeah,
Someone else is
we're
still
gonna
out
be
there."
friends. Totally.
Yeah, and I think that's inspirational. It's just a good reminder, like, just be yourself, be honest,
Mm-hmm.
communicate. Like, it's just
Mm-hmm.
it's so cool. I feel like that is just such a good f I keep saying the word good. It's a feel-good show. Um
Absolutely.
I need to watch
Absolutely.
that. I need to watch that.
I
But that
think
I
like
can't sew. I have to watch.
totally. Well, and that's a great one. It gives me the same vibes as like Somebody Feed Phil to
What
me.
is that?
Somebody
I've
Feed
never heard of
Phil?
that.
Oh my
Uh-uh.
God, it's one of my favorite shows.
What is
Okay,
it?
it's genuinely in my like top 5 favorite shows of all time.
Okay.
It's Phil who his he's the brother of who's the actor who played Raymond and Everybody Loves Raymond?
I don't
Do you know who
know.
I'm talking about?
No. Somebody
He's like
feed Phil.
Somebody Feed Phil. His name's Phil.
Okay.
And he was like a writer on Everybody Loves Raymond, I think.
Mhm.
And he's like I think he's the brother of like the main guy from Everybody Loves Raymond. Anyway,
Okay.
he has this show. It's a Netflix show where he travels the world and like does it's like a travel food show. So he like travels to different
Oh,
countries.
yes. Okay.
Yeah. And he like travels to different countries and tries different food, but he is so much he's also it's like such a feel good show. Um
Oh,
so that is one of my favorites. And so anytime we get a new Somebody Feeds Phil season and Love on the Spectrum season, Mr. Teddy and I are so happy. Over the moon.
that's cute. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I haven't watched I again, I just don't watch TV that often, so it's hard for me to
Yeah,
like pick and choose what I'm gonna have on.
I get it.
It looks good. I need some like not drama, but I need like romance to follow, you know? Like that's what I
Hmm.
need. So I don't know if Somebody Feed Phil is gonna be one that I
You're like,
can
I
watch.
don't want to rewatch Gossip Girl for
No.
the 8th time, but like,
Oh
I need that vibe.
gosh. Right. I need something like that where I can
Yeah,
watch like I don't know, people's romantic lives play out. And so I think
totally.
that's what I like if anyone knows of any shows that way, tell me because I need
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
But I don't know, other than that, like I read a little bit this week, not too much. I don't really know what I've been doing. I think I've just been enjoying
That's
outside.
okay.
It's taken
That's
away from
okay.
all that time, you know?
That's okay. So, okay, let's dive into gaming news from this week.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. So, we had, like we mentioned at the beginning of the episode, we had the Nintendo Direct last Thursday, and I'm saying this
Yep.
episode. So, over a week ago, we had the
Mhm.
Nintendo Direct where they announced new and upcoming games for the remainder of 2025.
Mhm.
And then we had the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct on April 2nd.
Yep.
So, a lot of Nintendo news. How were what are your thoughts? Where's your head after all like such a massive week of Nintendo news?
It's a lot. It was like astronomical, I feel like the amount of
It's a lot.
information that they threw at us. There are, I guess I want to like I'm going to start with the Nintendo Direct on the gaming side and not
Okay.
on the Switch 2. So, there's a lot of games that I'm looking forward to for sure. I
Okay.
don't know necessarily how many of them I'll actually play, but there were a few that like piqued my interest.
Okay.
So the problem is everything to me seems like a Stardew Valley game or it's something similar to that, like a farming sim. Every game that I'm interested in.
I was gonna say, like anything that seems cozy gives that
It's like
vibe.
farming.
I get it. I think the same thing. So I'll be so honest. There were only two games from the Nintendo Direct that piqued my interest.
Yep. Okay.
One gave, and I know this franchise came out, I think, before Animal Crossing, but it gives Animal Crossing knockoff. I know it's
Yep.
not. I know it's not. I know it came out before Animal Crossing, but Story of Seasons.
Yes. The Grand
So
Bazaar.
the Grand Bazaar. So I think I'm really like grasping for straws because I've never played a Story of Seasons game before. Because I'm like, I have Animal Crossing, I have Stardew Valley, like I have so many other cozy games that are taking up that space for me. I haven't played Coral Island yet. Like it feels like Anyway, I don't feel like I would normally be attracted to a game like that. That's not true. I would be attracted to a game like that, but usually it wouldn't be something that I would be like looking forward to releasing because I already have something in that space, in that like kind of zone. However, I'm like digging for needles in a haystack here. I'm like, okay, what from this direct has any appeal to me? Yeah. And so that is one. And then similar to what you said, the Stardew Valley lookalike game, Witchbrook.
Yes. Those are I have 4 or 5 on my list, and those were 2 of them on there.
Okay.
Witchbrook looks like witchy Stardew Valley to me.
Yes, it looks like I'm excited for it. It looks like, and this was the first I had heard of it. I think there were a lot of people because we watched this on stream together. And there was a lot of people who were like, yes, 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 and knew all about Witchbrook already. Like they were in the know. They've been waiting for it for about a year already. Like a lot of people knew about this game. And this was the first time I had been exposed to it.
Okay.
So it gives to me, like you said, witchy Stardew Valley, but almost kind of like academy.
Okay.
Like it's a school.
Right.
Like you're at a witch school. So it kind of feels like Harry Potter-ish.
Right.
But like Stardew Valley graphics and like cozy.
Right.
I don't know. I like it.
It was interesting. I'll get more into this later. I'm struggling with if I were to purchase these games, which ones am I actually going to play through? Because I'm kind of at a point where I'm sick of buying games that I don't play. And I feel like that's what a lot of these are going to become for me.
I could see that.
So I don't know. Yeah. It's like Fields of Mystria almost.
Totally. And I want to get back into Fields of Mystery. I really do. I like Fields of Mystery, and I know there's a lot of people who are still playing it really regularly. The thing about Witchbrook specifically that turned me off, and I don't know if you noticed this, was like the angle at which you play the game.
It's like a 45-degree angle.
I don't know if I like that.
That was the one thing I feel like they did to make it different than the other games.
Yes.
And I noticed it immediately too. And I'm like, that's different.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like it though.
Yeah, same. I like that they tried to do something a little different, and I may end up loving it. I don't know. But initial reaction is
right. It's gonna be it's gonna be a little weird for sure. But I don't know. It looks cute. I think I like the graphics better than Stardew Valley's, honestly. For some reason, when I kept looking at the pictures on their website, it reminded me of Kiki's Delivery Service. And I don't know why.
Yes.
Maybe because broomsticks. But like for some reason, I felt like it was a Kiki's game. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
But it looks really cute. So I don't know that I'll play either of them necessarily. But they were of interest.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay. What were the others on your list?
Yep. So the other ones here, the one there's 2 that I'm most excited about.
Okay.
And that would be obviously the Tamagotchi Plaza.
Yep.
And that's coming out in June. That one is interesting to me because it's similar to the Tamagotchi Connection Corner Shop games. There were three of them on the Nintendo DS, and they're bringing some of the shops from those games to this. And what I've read about the Tamagotchi Plaza game is that it's going to be a cozy gaming experience tying Animal Crossing and Hello Kitty Island Adventure together in a way. And you can connect Tamagotchi Unis to the game. And I think bring your characters from your Tamagotchi into the game to play with, which I think is very cool.
Interesting.
Maybe for like a couple of times, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
I think this is like very exciting for your very niche interest. You
totally.
know, do
I
I my fear is that it's going to be like just like a game of mini games. Like I
correct,
hope
which it
it's
is.
something. It is.
So it's like a shop simulation experience where you're trying to, again, almost like Stardew, you're trying to like better this town by getting these
Okay.
shops up and running. And there's like 24 different shops. So think like a dentist, and there's a mini game in each shop.
Okay.
However, there's a way where you can explore the town, customize the town, and connect with, I think there's over 100 Tamagotchi characters in the game. It reminds me of like Town from 2004 when the connections came out and like video games I used to play. So it's a
So it has
nostalgia
like a
thing.
totally. I was just going to say it has like a special place due to
Yes.
nostalgia. Yeah.
I don't think I'll play it much, to be honest.
Mhm.
But it's exciting because of the nostalgia for me. That's it.
Totally. And because it's something that like is very specific to something you love.
Correct. Other than
Yeah.
that, like it's exciting because I don't see Tamagotchi games often, so I think it's cool that they're continuing and they're doing something with it. So I liked
Yeah.
that. The other one obviously is going to be the Pokemon game. Um, I I obviously want to get it, but I don't know if I should because it's similar to Legends Arceus, and that game scared the crap out of me. And they even said it in the direct. They said there are hostile Pokemon, so watch your
Mhm.
back. And I'm like, that immediately raises my blood pressure and freaks me out. I don't want a giant Pokemon chasing me. It terrified me. So I don't know if I should even invest in this game and play it,
I
but
think you need to give it a try. I think
for
that
sure.
they said that the Pokemon get hostile and you have to do those battles at like night.
Right.
So maybe there's a way for you to like not do nighttime
So,
things.
no, here's what happens. So, in the game, there's going to be wild zones, which they've had in the other games, but the wild zones are where you like step into them. And if a Pokemon looks at you and it's a hostile one, you get that glowing red eyeball on the top of your screen and it starts launching attacks
Oh.
at you, not at your Pokemon, at your character. And the sounds are the same sounds from Arceus. And like if you have a Machamp coming to like triple, quadruple hit you with its four arms and it's running at you, that is scary. That is a scary thing to see. And so I don't know. The game really freaked me out. And the Nightfall that you're talking about is a tournament where trainers, like in-game trainers, like
Mhm.
NPCs will come up and challenge you to battles, but the battle style is like Pokemon Royale, where it's not like you have a turn, I have a turn, then you have a turn. It looks to me like you're just launching attacks left and right.
Oh.
I have a hard time with change, okay? I'm a
Mhm.
90s kid. I loved my OG Pokemon games, and so I do have a hard time accepting the new stuff, which I feel like I'm just being a little stubborn here. I don't know. And it looks like you're stuck in one city the whole time. Like it didn't look like there's a map to explore. It's all within this
Okay.
massive city, and that's different. That's very different for a Pokemon game. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
excited for it,
I'm
but
sure
I'm
I'm
scared.
sure when does it come out? Do you know?
Late 2025, so I'm thinking around holiday
Okay.
time.
Probably. And I'm sure we will get more gameplay footage and like know
Yeah.
more about it
Hmm.
as as time passes. So
Correct.
hopefully you'll just get to know more, and then it'll be like, yeah, this is it's worth a shot, or this is definitely not my vibe. I think
Right.
like, yeah.
It's so true. And like the last game that came out, so Scarlet Violet was not I think it's the Legends line. So Legends Arceus, that's the same like hostile Pokemon, open world, which is amazing. I think it's awesome that they did that. I just wish you could not get attacked. And then this is also the Legends line. So Pokemon Scarlet Violet was not like that. It's open world. You basically just run up and can start battles yourself. It was more similar to the traditional style of Pokemon games, and I loved that. This one would be very cool if you didn't get attacked, but I don't know how this works. So I need more information on the game before I make my decision. The last one. So I've never played this game. I've never played it, but it reminds me of Animal Crossing, but with Mii's, is the Tomodachi Life.
Yes.
Living the dream.
Yep.
It seems interesting to me. It seems interesting.
Yeah. So I never played that on my, I think I had a 3DS at the time. So
it was a 3DS game.
Yeah. I was playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my 3DS.
Yeah.
And this was probably, I don't know, junior, senior year in college. I was playing New Leaf on my 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at like a family reunion, and my cousin was there. And my younger cousin, she's probably like, I don't know, 8 years younger than me, 7 years younger than me. Like, she's significantly younger than me. And I was like, we were talking about me and my games and me gaming. And I was like, I think she was in high school and I was a junior, senior in college. And I said, I'm really loving Animal Crossing New Leaf, but I don't know what other games I should play for my, like with my 3DS. Right. And she said, Tomodachi Life. And so I was like, interesting. Okay. So she recommended it to me because I really liked Animal Crossing New Leaf. And so I bought it. And so I have it, I think, for my 3DS, but I've never played it.
You should try it.
I should try it.
I think you should. From what I understand, it's a social simulation game, and you can make friends. For some reason, their description says you can have arguments and you can get married to other Mii's in the game. You can have kids, and you as the player are responsible for resolving their issues, like earning money. You customize their spaces. So it sounds very Animal Crossing-esque, but they said this new one is literally set on a tropical island, but they're promising more bizarre situations that you're going to encounter. I don't know what that means, but it looks interesting. Again, I don't know how much I would actually play it. That's how I feel about basically all of these games is, are they going to be worth my money?
Yeah. These are the ones that pique my interest, but how much am I going to actually play them?
Right. And to be honest with you, that's kind of how I feel about the Switch 2 overall. I just don't know if it's worth it for me personally.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know.
So I having watched the Switch 2 Direct this week, I am very excited about the console itself. I love the console. I was underwhelmed by the games that were announced alongside of the Switch 2. So obviously we have all the games that we just talked about that are like planning to come out this year. I would assume every single one of those games that we have just discussed will probably be available for Switch and Switch 2.
Correct.
And then with the Switch 2 release, we got our Mario Kart World announcement.
Right.
So the brand new Mario Kart game. We got, I think the only other like big one was Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yep. And that's going to be a Switch 2 exclusive.
And Mario Kart World. And so the exclusive games that are coming out with Switch 2 don't pique my interest.
Right.
Like, I love Mario Kart. I do. Like, and I will always, if I have an updated console, I will always buy the updated Mario Kart. Like, that's perfect to like, hey, there's 4 of us sitting on the couch. Let's pop open Mario Kart. You know, like sometimes Mr. Teddy and I will just play a round of Mario Kart together.
Yep.
But I don't know that it is going to drive me to buy a $500 machine.
Right. That's the
So,
problem I'm having in my
yeah,
head.
and what's disappointing to me, and I know that I'm this is a sore subject for me, but the reason I bought the Nintendo Switch was for Super Mario Odyssey.
Right.
I loved that game. And I was really under the assumption that we were going to get a Super Mario Odyssey sequel, like
Mm,
some sort of a similar game alongside the release of the Switch 2.
mhm.
That's obviously not happening. There's more time, but the Switch 2 is coming out in 2 months.
Right.
So I don't think that's probably going to happen. Um, what makes me salty is that I let you borrow the game and you lost it. But
I bought you a new copy of it though.
did you?
Uh-huh. In town.
Wait, I have it?
Uh-huh. It was after we
Oh,
went to the deli for my birthday, not this year, but last year.
I literally was going to play it the other day and I go, oh, I can't. Mandy lost it.
No, because when we watched a direct, now they're virtual game cards, right? So I'm like, oh, perfect. I can't lose your game.
Well, some of them are virtual, but some,
Oh,
if I let you borrow it, you mean?
yes.
Yeah,
Yes. It's like
yeah.
virtual borrowing.
I can like let you borrow. Yeah. Um,
I felt
yeah.
so bad.
Okay. I forgot you bought me a new one. I didn't even realize that.
You should have it. You
I
should.
should have it. I have it
Uh-huh.
somewhere. Okay, cool. I can play that.
Woohoo!
Anyway, I was gonna play it the other day and I was like, oh, I don't have it anymore.
Dang, Andy.
Anyway, so I'm just like I was really that is what made that game made me buy the Switch in the first place.
Right.
And so I was hoping for something like that would be the draw for me
Right.
for the Switch 2. And
Right.
and I think the game that they are placing that focus on is Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately, personally, not something I'm super interested in. Interested in.
Totally. I I don't foresee myself purchasing it, mostly because Mario Kart, yes, wonderful game, but like I said about Pokemon, call me old-fashioned, I don't know. I like the not newer. I like the older versions of the game. Like I was
Yeah, the
watching,
originals.
yeah, and I mean I was watching the trailer for Mario Kart World, and I understand that they're trying to like keep up and add new features to the game and like continue to evolve it, but I don't need to be doing parkour in my cart off of walls and like trying to avoid shells. Like that's enough for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um so I don't I'm not that doesn't drive me to purchase it. The new features, like sure, you get a bigger screen, that's great. Um I don't know, nothing about it like screamed, "Yes, we're going to get this." And I'm not particularly thrilled that some of the games that are announced for both Switch and Switch 2 have like a Switch 2 special edition upgrade to them.
Mm-hmm.
So like Pokemon, I think it's just upgraded frame rates. I don't know if there's like exclusive content, but I know that some of the games, I know Tamagotchi being one of them, has new features in the Switch 2 version, different playing modes and like obviously different integrations for the hardware, but I I don't know. I don't want to have to buy a game and then wonder what I'm missing. The games are also like $80. So,
The new games are $80. I feel like
mhm.
Mario Kart will be. I think Donkey Kong probably will
Yep.
be. I don't think I wouldn't assume Tamagotchi will
I
be.
don't think so.
I the upgrade ones that I'm
Mhm.
excited like I'm excited for Zelda. I think those
Yeah.
Zelda upgrades are going to be amazing. And so that was one of the highlights for me. And I'm like, I literally, when I was talking to Mr. Teddy about it yesterday, I was like, so I watched the Switch 2 Direct today. And believe it or not, one of the games I'm most excited for is a 7-year-old game, an 8-year-old game, you
Right.
know? Like, that's
Well,
wild.
for
And
sure,
so,
because they're doing performance upgrades and like
yeah, but like,
better
man,
integrations for it.
I wish the thing that I was most excited for wasn't a game that's 8 years old.
I know. And I think that was the bummer for me. It just felt like it just seems like a lot of money and not a lot of like bang for your buck, if you will. And I was kind of laughing to myself at the like how they explain their pre-orders for it. Cause I think pre-orders begin next week. So I think they're on April 9th in certain retailers. But there was like
Yeah.
this big long description on if you pre-ordered it through the like My Nintendo eShop or whatever, then
Mhm.
you get selected to get an invitation to have priority, but in order to get selected to even pre-order, you have to have purchased an online membership. But then there's like the hundreds of asterisks after, and it says like with minimum 50 hours of playtime, with minimum of 12 months paid membership. And I'm like, oh my
Mhm.
gosh, this
I
is a
think
lot.
so. I I I will say I like that they did that.
Do
Um,
you?
I do because it's keeping scalpers from buying them and selling them at exorbitant rates.
And that's
It truly
fair.
is. Like that's what they're doing. Is they're doing that. So I went through Nintendo. I have paid for a Nintendo online membership for years.
Same.
Um,
Right.
so I'm fine. Like I have over 50 hours of playtime. Like I've played thousands of hours of my Switch.
Right.
Um, I think they're just trying to do what they can to get the Switch into the hands of people who they
Actually will
know
use it.
will actually use it and like aren't going to just buy it so that they can sell it for double the price because someone else really wants it.
It's fair.
So
It's
I
fair.
think I think for pre-orders, I don't hate that. There were some weird, like some of the stuff that was like the Nintendo Online membership interesting. I like it's an interesting choice of criteria,
Yes.
but I like the idea.
Right.
Well, the thing that was weird, like you have to have paid for the membership for at least a year. You
Mm-hmm.
have to um be the one who pays for the membership. So like
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a family plan.
Okay.
So I have my mom and Allie June on
Uh-huh.
my Nintendo like account.
Right.
So if either of them wanted to pre-order it, they would be SOL because
Oh,
I'm the one that pays for it. Like they have the membership,
interesting.
but they don't pay for it. So you have to be the one that pays for it. So only
Huh.
one, like if you're like a family account, only one per family account can pre-order. So
Huh.
I would be good to pre-order it. Neither of them would. I don't see either of them pre-ordering it. But um also one that was weird was like you had to have data sharing turned on.
Hmm.
Where like it sends your like feedback to Nintendo and I was like, I don't know if I have that turned on. Like what? And I had to go into like my settings to see and I did. I was like, "Oh yeah, I do
Huh.
have it turned on." So, I submitted the request. I'm excited for the device. I really am. Like I'm excited for the Switch. I think a lot of people are saying they're going to hold off until we get an Animal Crossing announcement or there's like a game that maybe piques their interest and I
Yeah.
totally understand that.
Yeah.
Um I think because this is my job, like this is my career, I think it's important for me to stay on top of these consoles and
Mm-hmm.
like get the newest thing. So I'm planning on getting it. I submitted a pre-order for it.
Mm-hmm.
Um and I am looking forward to new games coming out, of
For
course.
sure.
Um I also am staying I think what's driving my decision to get it now is that I do not see this console dropping in price for years. People are like, I think it'll
Yeah.
go on sale for the holidays. Absolutely not. Not a
No.
chance will this thing go on sale for the holidays. And I don't think it's going to go on sale. And then a lot of people are also saying that this isn't an OLED screen.
That's what I was gonna
This
say.
is an LCD screen. So a lot of
Right.
people are saying like, hey, I'm going to wait until the OLED screen comes out. Y'all,
Right.
I think that's going to be years. So if you want to wait years, that's fine, but I'm not gonna like I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna enjoy it. Like I have had a couple Nintendo Switches. I had
Mm-hmm.
my original Switch that I got in 2017, and then
Mm-hmm.
I got an Animal Crossing Switch a couple years later. And like I'm very grateful that I have the financial like ability to do this and
Right.
that I have this like income that I could choose to spend. I budget it that way, but like I also don't spend a lot of money on clothes. This is what I like to spend my money on. But like I've upgraded my Switch a couple times. So I had
Right.
the original, I had the Animal Crossing, and then I had the OLED. So
Right.
like I upgraded over time and I see that being maybe the same. Granted this is a
For this.
different price point. Those were 300 and this is 500, 450. So it's a little bit different, but I don't know. I'm going into it with like, hey, I'm going to get it. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we may see improvements, but I think it'll be years down the road.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
Yeah.
approaching it from that perspective.
I think the screen for me isn't like the main driving factor. I think it would be the game and like, am I actually going to use this? The Switch,
Totally.
absolutely. Because like Animal Crossing, the Pokemon games, like I used
Right.
the heck out of my Switch. I don't see that right now for me personally with the new Switch, so I probably will wait until there's like something I'm super stoked about.
Or maybe
Um,
even until that Pokemon game comes out and you want to play it on a better screen with a better
right,
processor with like,
right,
and that's this winter. Like maybe it's
right.
waiting until this winter. I also will say there's a lot of games like Palia, like
Mhm.
Disney Dreamlight Valley that people say, "Oh, I don't like playing on my Switch. It doesn't run well on Switch." That
Right.
it is going to run better on this new Switch.
For sure, for sure. But I'm also like, I haven't had a ton of time to like, I haven't played a lot of games lately, and so I'm trying
I
to
know.
like, I'm trying so hard because I feel like I have been spending so much money lately on things that I don't necessarily need to be. And it's kind of like hitting me a little bit where I'm like, what makes me happy? Like, what do I need to be spending my money on? I'm trying so hard to like pick and choose and be I'm not it's not realistic, but like intentional with
Absolutely.
my
Yeah.
purchases. And so I'm like, do I want to like test this out and compare it to my other switches or like the Steam Deck and whatnot? And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I don't feel that drive right now. And when there's something that gets me excited, sure, I
I
probably will,
totally
you
respect that.
know?
I totally respect that. I obviously am in a different position because
Totally. It's your job.
this is my job.
Right.
But if it wasn't, I would probably feel the same way as you.
Absolutely. It was just a lot of information. I feel like they threw so much at us and like I know people look forward to that and it's an event and people get really excited about these Nintendo Directs. For me, it's overwhelming and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, so I just need to spend a lot of money to do any of this," is what you're saying. That's how I felt. And I don't know. I just wish I was
Can
more
I say
excited.
one of my favorite things about the new Switch is
Mhm.
the chat.
Yes. Okay.
I
The
love
camera
that.
and the chat is very cool.
Yeah, the camera, I don't know about the camera as
I
much
think
just
it's
because
cool.
it's cool. It's cool, but you have to like have it set up in a certain position and play in a certain spot. I think the camera's cool. I would like if I could just like hook it up to my existing camera. Like, can I
Yeah.
hook my Switch up to the camera I have sitting at my desk already? Because I don't want to hook another camera up next
I
to
don't
my
know.
camera. But all that to say, I think the chat is really cool. And I think
Mhm.
being able to like hop into what looks like almost a Discord call and chit chat with your friends while you're playing and like have their screens share on your
Mhm.
screen where like you can see where they are in the course or like
Uh-huh.
the other games that they're playing. Like we could literally just be in a Discord call, both playing Animal Crossing and like have each other's screen shared. And you could be like, hey, look at my screen. Do you like this or do you like this? Do you like this color flower or this color
Right.
flower?
And we
Like,
totally would.
can you imagine how much we would have used that in 2020?
Like that would have been imagine like I imagine dreamy hunting. Like
Oh my
who are you
God.
going to get? Who are you going to get? And
Hmm.
then like the opportunities are endless there. So I do think that was a feature of the new Switch that I was like excited about.
I think it's
I
so
just
cool.
need the
Yeah.
right game there for me to be excited about it for, you know?
Totally. Well, and I think it's cool that it can be different games. Like you could be
Totally,
playing Animal
yes.
Crossing, I could be playing Stardew, and like we could
Mhm.
share the screens, and we could just like, I don't know.
It
I
is
think
fun.
that's
It's a
really cool.
fun concept.
That's I think probably my favorite part of the new Switch. Aside from like the upgraded processing and whatnot, that's I think a cool new feature.
Yeah, that one, they have like a whole new button for it too, I think on there,
The
right?
C button.
The
Yeah.
C button. I don't know. I think it's cool. It was exciting. I know we had been looking forward to that event, if you will. Um, I want more Animal Crossing.
I
You
know. I
know,
think
I like,
everybody's anxious. Yeah.
and I think there will be. I really, really do. Um, but right now I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm not ready to make a purchase decision yet. And I'm just,
Understood. And you
again,
don't have
being
to. Yeah.
intentional with it.
Absolutely.
Ugh,
Absolutely. Okay, well, I think we should wrap up today's episode here. This was a fun one. We had a lot of news to talk about. So,
so many fun
um,
things.
thank you all so much for listening. I do want to say we will not have an episode next week.
Mhm.
As we discussed, next week is going to be absolutely wild in terms of scheduling and things going on. So, you will hear from us the following Friday
Mhm.
with a good fun recap of Kelsey Ballerini and my time at the Masters and my work trip and everything that Mandy Wiz
Mhm.
gets up to in that 2-week period.
Cleaning Teddy's toilets
You're going to hear
and
all about how dirty my
cleaning up her
toilets
life.
are. Okay.
It'll be great.
Thank you all so much for listening to today's episode. We will see you 2 weeks from now, and we hope you do well, I guess. I don't know.
We'll talk to you later, friends.
Mandi Wiz, bye.